downtown by myself, and I've had too much time to sit and think about myself, and there she was, and blur, and there she was. Alright, fuck. Did Amadeus Arkham go mad, or was he just fucking sweating balls? God knows I am. I know this isn't where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go up here, and then I gotta open this fucking grate. And I actually think just the Riddle is in here, and also a Riddler trophy. Yep, see, there's the Riddle. Is there not actually a Riddler trophy in here? Yeah, see, haha, I was right. There most certainly might be a Riddler trophy. Maybe I was wrong? Alright, whatever, I guess I was wrong. Also, I was watching...
I said that 10 minutes ago.
You could be the one to tell him. I'm not gonna.
I was watching some...
Damn it! You're an idiot. Joker's not gonna be happy, and you know what that means.
Bathrooms do you have? Oh, right now, yeah, we only have... The house I've lived in for as long as I can remember. We've only had one bathroom. And it sucks. Because we've got 4 people in here.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
It looks like they couldn't get through the main door. Got to find a different way in.
Yeah, that means the way they spelled that out, that means that it is a hard S. It's not a flaccid S, it's a hard S. Because, at least, it doesn't say it there, but when I scanned the body, you can go back and check. It had R, A with a line over it. Apostrophe S. Dude, that sucks. I'm so sorry. That's the fucking worst. At least, you don't need to take a shit.
Someone is already...
Man, that fucking black mask is huge. There's no way that shit fit on a person's face.
No sign of force.
Also, why does this person have a picture of Black, or the mask of Black Mask in their office? And that also doesn't quite look like how Black Mask's mask was in Batman Arkham Origins, but then again, there's no real way they could have known that they were going to make that game, because they didn't make that game. That was WB Montreal. So, go on. Roman Sionis. I said Roman Sionis. Roman fucking Sionis.
Another one? Can it be? No, there's no way. You can't.
Black Mask's name. Fucking A. Black Mask's name is Roman Sionis.
Find them all. It's impossible.
You know, it's on. Thank you.
Oracle, I'm on Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner to only show recent prints.
Oracle, I'm super hard right now. What are you doing? What are you wearing?
I will find her or the notes.
I hope it works. Just so you know, the GCPD found one of Joker's
that
bombs
reminds
downtown.
me, fucking
It was full of
the worst thing that...
As I thought. It's just a twisted
So there's
diversion.
a graphic novel called Batman the
action's
Killing
on
Joke,
Arkham.
and I highly suggest reading it. It's probably one of the best Batman stories ever written, if not the best Batman story, and it heavily follows the Joker and gives you what tends to be viewed as the quintessential origin story for the Joker. And they made a not live action, I wish it was live action. They made an animated movie of it, but they added an extra 30 minutes to make it feature length. And it was 30 minutes that was not in the book. And they fucking... They make Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon have sex in it, which is fucked up because that's a father-daughter dynamic that they tend to have. So that is the fucking worst. And also, let me know if you know what happens in Batman the Killing Joke, because if you do, then I'll spoil part of it. And talk about why it's problematic that they added that too.
I believe it was brought about after the loss of his wife and child. As yet, the patient has been unable to speak. Continued observation shows little mental activity. It's as if the shock of what he saw triggered his mental collapse.
There's someone in here!
Tim, we found him.
Break down the door!
Note to self, as ever, it is difficult to continue my research under such conditions.
Step away from Dr.
Okay.
Cole.
I'm still gonna spoil it because you do know that Oracle gets shot by the Joker and is paralyzed. I know you know that, Blue, so that's why I don't mind saying that. You know that Oracle, because Oracle becomes Oracle and is Oracle in this. The story as a whole is very good, and I want to show you the animated movie at some point. And when I do show it to you, we're gonna skip over the first half hour. I think it's 28 minutes exactly. That's the issue. But anyway, so in it, Joker paralyzes Barbara Gordon to get to James Gordon, like Commissioner Gordon. The reason the Joker does it is to hurt Commissioner Gordon. Joker does not and did not know that she was Batgirl. Now, they've explained their reasoning behind making Bruce and Barbara sleep together in the 30 minutes they added. And their explanation was this way it would be more emotional for the audience to see, no, he's not Jordan Gordon, he's James Gordon. It's still Jay Gordon. I mean, you can, but I just won't fucking pay attention to the first 30 fucking minutes of it. And I'll talk about all the reasons why it's bad.
Oracle. I found Dr. Young's formula.
The reason behind the people that added that in, they were like, yeah, we did it because this way it's more personal to Batman, and this way it's more personal to Batman, and it'll make the audience have more of an emotional reaction. Which, oh hey, do you guys see this? It's fucking gas. And like, while it has been said that the way to get audiences to understand the emotional connection to characters better, or like to understand that there is the most emotional connection, is to have those characters have sex. Also, just have them be fucking family, because Bruce and Barbara are fucking family. You don't need to make them have sex to make it have an impact on Batman.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again.
So they made them sleep together, even though they have a completely fucking different dynamic, to make it more emotional, when it already could have been emotional because, like I said, father-daughter dynamic. But in addition to that, they didn't need to because the first 30 minutes completely sexualizes Barbara Gordon too, and it's the worst.
But it's starting to rain.
And even more so, the reason they
come on, keep up, we're nearly there.
And fucking another reason why like it's bullshit that they added that shit in is because it's not supposed to be as traumatized. Like, the reason behind it isn't supposed to be about the emotion that Bruce feels. It's supposed to be about the emotion that Gordon feels. And Bruce is hurt, but it's not his emotions about it that are important. It's Gordon's. And that's why it's like such a fucking... It's the fucking worst that they did it. not to mention the first 30 minutes is a complete tonal shift from the other 75 minutes. That's a estimate. It's not exactly 75 minutes, but
take a seat
close
in
to
my
like
office.
50, honestly.
Is he okay?
Where's a mod where I can just play as baby Bruce?
Like that for all that money, he'll be just fine.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay? I know you don't feel like answering me, but it's the only way to catch who did this. I don't know. It's this city. There's something wrong with it.
Hey, Kyle.
And listen, son.
What was I gonna say? I had another thing. See, Bruce Wayne is a playboy because of how serious Batman is as a character, and when he's both wearing the mask and when he's not. I still believe he's Batman. I believe Bruce Wayne is just a character that he did, or does. We love you too, Kyle. Aw, shit. Have a good night. But I believe, and this is why I was never really a fan of the whole Batman Catwoman, what's it called, wedding story, and probably why Damian's not my most favorite character. And that's because I prefer to think of Batman as just asexual. Like, I don't believe he's sexually interested in anybody. And you can chalk that up to a handful of things. You could say, well, he's just asexual. There's no need to like give any more reason behind that. Just like there's no reason to give any reason why behind why someone would be gay or straight or bi or pan or what have you. Alternatively, I can also very much see him being celibate, like still being whatever sexuality you choose, but just doesn't have sex because he believes it will either A, take his eyes off of the prize being stopping crime in Gotham, or he just believes that he'd be more on his game if he's not busy thinking about sex. I mean, I guess those are two in the same. But I personally prefer my version of Batman. I mean, Batman is a furry, but in design alone. He dresses up as a furry for fun, not for sexual pleasure. Can we agree on that? Actually, no, we can't, because he doesn't do anything for fun.
Everything you see is under my control.
But, yeah, I prefer my version of Batman to not have love interests. Then again, I tend to just enjoy stories as a whole when it's not focusing on the love interest, unless it is a love story. But I'm okay with the love subplot every once in a while, but there's a lot less movies currently where they're doing a love subplot. But I feel like when I was younger specifically, maybe it's just the movies I saw, but like, for instance, because keep in mind, I used to always watch superhero movies, and also like Star Wars, and also like just franchises mostly, but there is the exception here and there. But like, Jim Carrey's The Mask has a love interest. Batman and Robin, there's a love interest. Let's be specific. Jim Carrey's The Mask, I can't remember fucking any character's name other than Stanley Ipkiss, but he had a love interest, and it was Cameron Diaz. Batman and Robin, Robin has a love interest in Batgirl. Batman Forever, he has a love interest. Batman has a love interest in Dr. Chase Meridian. Batman Returns, he has a love interest in Catwoman. Batman, he has a love interest in fucking Vicky Vale. Batman Forever and The Dark Knight, he's got a love interest in Rachel Dawes. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, he had a love interest in Mary Jane Watson. In Andrew Garfield's, he had a love interest in fucking Gwen Stacy. It felt like every single fucking movie. And granted, again, it's probably just the movies I saw. That was it. In Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker and Padme. But that is a love story almost entirely first and foremost. So that's why I give that one a pass. And this might have something to do with most of what I see is Marvel movies, and like about half of them I'd say don't have love interests. And it feels like Star Wars currently, they're not trying to make it be love interest right now, like otherwise they'd fucking highlight the Poe and Finn thing. I feel
You try and get past me, Bats, and
but
I'll fry you.
I'm glad that it seems the movies I've been seeing more recently don't have a love interest side plot, and
Oh, there you are.
and I always felt like Batman was a character that would make the most sense to not have a love interest side plot, but they always kept giving it to him. And they didn't do it in Batman v Superman, but yo, fucking what up? Are they married?
Stay where you are, Batman.
Okay, good.
Listen to me carefully.
I wouldn't want them to be less than that. Batman is always a character that I felt could benefit from not having a love interest. But Batman v Superman is the only is the only recent, and when I say recent, I mean like last 30 years, fucking Batman movie that didn't give him a love interest. And that movie's fucking god-awful, and
You can stop now.
Batman isn't even one of the... Like, he is one of the main parts, but so is Superman, and so is Lex Luthor. So, they didn't really have time to make love interest for fucking everybody. But then we got Justice League, and they have scenes where they try to put sexual tension between Bruce and Diana, and it's like... Just let my guy punch criminals. He doesn't need to fall in love every fucking story.
Hidden in the gardens. It's locked off, but the security key codes for the entire island are in the warden's safe.
What else is Joker planning?
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? You think he's insane. Oh my god!
Get out of the way!
I mean, she technically got out of the way.
What's up, the young? Still, you know how Mr. J hates the squealers. Talking about squealers.
How you doing, Mr. Harriman?
Somebody help me!
I mean, yeah, like...
That old loony actually thinks he runs this
Bruce was put on this planet for two reasons, to be sad and to punch criminals. And he'll never be out of sadness.
Get up, knock him down, but not too rough. Mr. J needs him at the party.
Yeah, just whoop. Ow. Cool. And then battering. Yeah, and he's the best at both. Let's be honest, no one does it better. As the theme from The Spy Who Loved Me says. Nobody does it better. Okay, whatever. Attack me! Alright, so... The next game in the series...
Oracle.
I'll wait till they're
Young's
done talking.
dead. Have you figured out a way past these security gates? Before she died, She told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be hack-proof. Lucius did a good job. It's a two-part
it can be, but, like, the only excuse I can see, and, like, because of how deep Batman, like, because Batman is balls deep in fucking vigilantism, I feel like, oh, notice how that's signed Daddy. Oh my god. Alright. But because Bruce has been balls deep in vigilantism for however many years, by whatever story you're reading, or watching, or playing, I feel like he is in too deep by Sum 41.
You have given in and taken what do you call someone who
he is past the point of no return. But I feel like if you're telling an early Batman story, the only way to tell a good Batman love story would be, actually Mask of the Phantasm does it, because it tells the story of him being young in flashbacks, but the only good way to do it would be like, oh hey, this person would rescue him from the path he's going down, but then obviously something would happen and prevents him from doing that. Anyway, so the next game is Batman Arkham City. It's a game in which the inmates from Arkham Asylum get thrown into a cordoned off part of Gotham City, and are just like, yep, do whatever. In this wall, as you can see, it does not say that it can be exploded. But after they announced Batman Arkham City, they announced this Easter egg, where if you put 3 explosives here and blow them up... Shit, I fucked it up. There's a hidden room behind here. I just need to make sure I get the right wall. Is that the right wall? Nope, must be this one. The fuck? Alright, must be this. I must have... because of the overlap. I mean, no, Josh is worthy. Josh deserves it. Josh, meet your son. Alright, let's go. What the fuck? Why won't it... Take my word for it. There's a hidden wall behind here. Is it not in... Is it not in the remaster? Yeah, I guess it's not in the remaster. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, you can look it up. There was a whole thing. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City Easter egg.
I'll let you help me find my socks if you keep this up.
Who are we kidding? You're the catch, Josh. You're quite the catch. There we go. Man, good for them for keeping these bodies here. Oh, I know who the main man in the main hall is. It always used to fucking... Yeah, it used to be an issue for me. I remember who the main man in the main hall riddle is. We're good. I'm just gonna...
Calm down. Tell him to shut it. Now. You heard that, right?
Oh, is there anyone to my right? There is not.
Idiot.
Dude, I can't wait till I play fucking Batman Arkham City and can use...
You heard the boy.
Whoa! And can use the 70s Batman outfit because it looks so good. Because Batman Arkham City takes place in, like, I don't fucking know when. But here's the main man in the main hall, by the way. It's James Gordon, not the fucking giant statue. Anyway, Arkham City, there's snow falling. Not like the amount that there is in Arkham Origins, because that takes place on Christmas Eve. But there's still snow falling in Arkham City, and because of that, the very light blue of fucking the 70s outfit looks so good against the dark sky, but with hints of white throughout it. Oh, it's so good. Do you think DC will give us a woman-led Batman game? I don't think they'd allow you to play as Poison Ivy, but I can see a I absolutely could see a Batgirl game, especially with... Because Rocksteady is currently working on... Or maybe it's WB Montreal. One of them. One of the studios that made a Batman Arkham game, whether it be Arkham Asylum, City and Night, or just Batman Arkham Origins. One of the studios that made a Batman game is currently working on another DC video game. They haven't announced more than that. Now, it's rumored that it's going to be a Court of Owls game, but there's no confirmation. But anyway, since they finished Batman's story with Arkham Knight, and I'm not going to spoil how that game ends, or how Arkham City ends, for that matter, or how this game ends, for that matter, because they all tie together to each other very closely. But I'm not going to spoil how those games end, but they very much finished up Batman's story in a... I'd be down. I'd be down for that, don't get me wrong. I don't see them doing it. What I was going to say real quick is they could just replace Batman with Batgirl and have it be a Batgirl story. In Batman Arkham Knight, they have these sections that you can play as Batgirl, like these side sections, granted not like parts of the main game, but like side stories, one of which takes place before Arkham Asylum. The rest of them take place like right before or right after Arkham Knight. But anyway, where you play as characters such as Harley Quinn, Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, and Red Hood. And Batgirl's is the longest out of all of them, out of all those side missions. And it's slightly open world. Like, it's a much, much smaller world than even Arkham Asylum. But it is an open world technically. So we will get to see that at the very least. Yeah, if the movie is successful enough, I definitely think, or even if they release, because they released this game not as a tie-in to Batman, to The Dark Knight, but they did release it very close proximity to The Dark Knight because they knew there would be a surge in popularity because of that movie. So, who knows, maybe the DC property they're currently working on is a Birds of Prey game, and they're going to release it around when the Birds of Prey movie releases, just to try to follow that hype train. Did they bring him up here? They did. Okay. Hey fellas, you want to get into a fight?
Not so tough. It's the bat!
The closest thing I know about that is the Birds of Prey movie, because the full title of the Birds of Prey movie is The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. That's the only Harley Quinn movie I know of that is in some stage of development right now. Because granted, they've had... Oh, shit. Perfect! They've had different things at different stages of development. Like, they were going to have a Green Lantern movie out by 2 years from now, and I don't think that's going to happen. They were going to have a Flash movie out by earlier this year. That clearly didn't happen. They were going to have a Cyborg movie out by, I think, next year. That's not going to happen. A lot of stuff they said isn't happening. Yeah, I hope that fucking doesn't happen. I hope we don't get... They see... Hello, play that, please? They seem to be following the concept that Harley is not good... I mean, they didn't really do that, now that I'm thinking about it, for Suicide Squad. What I heard from rumors about the Birds of Prey movie is... It's, and you can... This, actually, I have some confirmation behind this. In Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn will be trying to move on from the Joker because they're not good for each other. In my logic behind that, hold on, let me take a sip,
Yes, I have.
is that they have released some pictures of what Harley Quinn will look like in the movie. And you can see that she does have tattoos. And the ones that did have to do with the Joker are either crossed off or changed slightly. Like, she had, in all capital letters, Puddin', and then now that tattoo has a lowercase g at the end, so it says Pudding instead of Puddin', because it's no longer her having a tattoo about the Joker, it's her having a tattoo about pudding. Because she doesn't want to have a tattoo about the Joker. But, like... So... I think they know people don't want a love story between the Joker and Harley Quinn. Although, I could absolutely see them doing it because DC has taken so many fucking missteps with their live-action movies that another one wouldn't fucking surprise me. I don't want them to do another misstep, but at this point they've had 2, maybe 3 good movies. And I say maybe 2, maybe 3 because I have still not seen Aquaman, and I very much want to see Aquaman. Especially because I've started getting into Aquaman. Have a good night, have a good night, Josh. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Let's hang out soon. We haven't hung out in, like, literally forever. It feels like it's been years. They skipped learning how to walk. Yeah, they tried to anyway. Here, let's just have a moment, before we get that interview tape, let's have a moment to just talk about how, granted, they're trying to make this an interesting, version of Arkham Asylum, the place, but still, they didn't have to make every single inmate violent, just saying. Granted, they were treated poorly, so you can understand the, disposition towards being violent, because if people were treating you like shit, then all of a sudden you had more power than them when they had been using their power against you, there's a chance that you will abuse that power the way they had, just so that the shoe can be on the other foot, so to speak. But still, I can only think of one character in this game that is not violent, and we are getting to them soon. Exactly. But very minor spoiler alert for this game. The people that are screaming right now, eventually they will be let go of their cages, and they do attack Batman. Granted, it feels like there's not, it feels like there's less people than are the ones in the cages. The cells is the proper word. Although they have fucking metal bars. They also didn't need to play the creepy music. But anyway, it feels like less people than, also, look at these poor fucking conditions. 1 cell for 4 people with 1 bed and 1 toilet. Yeah, exactly. That tends to be the case, I feel. But once these people get let out of their cells, they do end up attacking me.
Stop, Batman, please. You've got to help my baby.
And granted, the numbers feel smaller, but that might just be because I'm seeing them all condensed into one room. When you see them later, they are spread out throughout the entire island.
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
It's for the criminally insane, is what I've heard. But, I've heard it both ways. But, they, tend to lean more towards the idea that it's for the criminally insane. Now, real quick, this is the only non-violent character in this entire fucking game that I can think of.
You need to get me out of this cell.
Because you're looking at him,
Cash. I need it out there.
and he is a clue. He's a riddle, so...
I'm up here.
Because, notice he has no bones, it's Clayface. Clayface the shapeshifter. And I very much appreciate that they gave him no bones to show that he is, Clayface. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. It, like, the outside of the building makes it look like it was built in, like, the 20s.
You look like crap. Maybe I can seek you some
But then it's like they never stopped doing the treatment that they started doing when they opened up the joint.
Please let me out. They'll die without me.
I don't know, Red. You're not on Mr. J's party list. Oh, well.
Please.
What the heck? I'll cut you a break.
That feels so much better.
Yeah, only they don't ever act like lesbians in this, and in fact, it is very, 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 very heavily implied in Arkham City that, the Joker and the Riddler, or, not the Joker and the Riddler, I win. The Joker and Harley Quinn have had sex. At least once. Yeah, I'm saying that this game doesn't treat, them as a lesbian
Your terminal has been
couple,
destroyed.
or at least
Give me the sequencer.
At least lesbians that are mutually
It's useless.
attracted to each other.
The code won't get you anywhere.
Well, I do prefer... That is not factual for Arkham City at the very least. There's an Easter egg that implies that that might be the case, but then when the DLC's afterward, there's several Easter eggs that imply that that is no longer the case. Who's the child? Because I know of the character Joker's daughter, but that I know that's Two-Face's daughter in actuality. Dula Dent is her name.
Please keep it a secret.
That's the only person that I can think of that would be thought of as the Joker and Harley Quinn's daughter, but like I'm always down to learn new characters. Also, I want to fucking call bullshit with a recent story arc that okay. Rad, thank you, because I am genuinely interested. I have a feeling actually it might be the Injustice comics. Yeah, I think it's the Injustice comics, now that I'm thinking about it. I might know the part you're talking about. Yes, I know the part you're talking about. The scene where Harley Quinn is talking to Black Canary. They get into a fight and they stop fighting because Harley is pregnant. Yes, I do know the scene you're talking about. Lucy? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know the name, but I'm 90% sure it's from the Injustice comics. There we go. Yep, see? All of them are loose now. And they attack me, and granted these cells are empty and no one from those cells attacked me, other than that one guy, but they're spread out throughout the island, so I still feel like... Oh yeah, there's a Calendar Man cell in this. We actually see Calendar Man's new cell in
I always thought there was a spark between us.
Yeah, this is definitely from the Injustice comic. I'm looking at it now. That is Harley's outfit in Injustice 2. Alright, fucking Spider-Man.
I know you're shocked. Come and get me, Babs. I double dare ya.
Ooh, did they really need to do that dramatic push-in right there?
Why don't you just go get a gun?
Alright, so I think I'll defeat Harley Quinn and then call it for tonight. Because that should take me roughly 20 minutes. Yeah, that is the scene I was talking about.
Hope so.
Fuck.
Little hit, boy. Keep
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Man, go easy on my boy. Was that as easy as it looked? Huh. Well, it won't be so easy trying to catch me. Mwah!
Give me 1 second. Remaster City Easter egg. There we go. Yeah, no, it looks like that, I just found a post from 2010 being like, newly discovered Batman Arkham Asylum Easter egg. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it looks like that room still should exist. Oh, wait, no, I could be wrong. So I just found a Reddit post that says, oh, nope, 10 Easter eggs that weren't in the 360 version. I thought I was going to say 10 Easter eggs that weren't in the, weren't in the new version. So yeah, I guess I just had the wrong wall, maybe? But whatever, yeah, if you are very interested in that Arkham City Easter egg, which it's not a big deal, like, it's nothing, like, groundbreaking, I feel like you will be disappointed if you watch it. Because it just hints at the next game. I just remember being mind-blown finding that out after having played this like 10 times. And then hearing from the internet that it was a thing. Alright, where's Calendar Man's cell? Come on, where's his cell? And then we get the Calendar Man knockoff that drains pasta, Colander Man. Okay, I don't see his cell, so I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm not gonna look anymore. It might be in a slightly, yeah, it might be in here. Oh, yep, cool, fucking great. Yep, see, here it is. Give me 1 sec.
You're beginning to impress me, Batman. You may still reach a level just below my genius one day.
I know. Oh. Alright. Whose cell is this? There are some things written on the wall. Come on, can I... Thank you. Oh, no subject detected? Okay, so this is just someone that was not a fan of me. I'm trying to see if there's any hints to, like, who it might be. The closest thing I can see is whoever they are, they were controlling the Red Hood, maybe? Maybe this was Joker's cell? Because it could be the story of how he turned into the Joker. No, that's a knife to the head. I don't know. I don't know why some of these rooms have drastically different lighting than others. Okay, I just wanted to see if there were any more interesting ones. There are not. Okay. Hey, Harley.
Look who's finally turned up. The Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs? Got a little problemo for you. See those two guards over there? I know. Shock. How you gonna save them? Wow, that's a nice toy you got there, Babs.
So,
can I have one?
I've mentioned already how I don't like the portrayal of Harley Quinn in this. Mainly because it feels like they didn't believe she was a good enough character, so they just fucking didn't even try to make her, like, a strong female character in any sense. And that will be evident in how I end up beating her.
Oh, and now you have only 30 seconds to get out. Bye-bye.
I need to get the security gate down. Hurry!
Can I not hack this? I cannot hack this. Okay, I know that you can in the later Batman game. Let me see if it's through here. Ah, come on.
They brought the animal before me.
Alright, well, I'm getting electrocuted while this happens, I guess.
Barking like a mad dog. For what felt like days, I endured his boasts. He took pleasure recounting his actions, cataloguing his depraved crimes. What should have been revenge turned to pity. This poor dog needed my help.
Don't die me. I might actually, yep, I died because I got caught on a wall. I guess I died because I got caught on a wall. Well, isn't this embarrassing?
Loser.
Alright, well, we've seen that it's not difficult for me to do this, so...
Look who's finally turned up. The Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs?
Yeah, some days it's one, some days it's another. That's at least for me. What, to not want to die?
A girl could have hours of fun with a toy like that.
Well, I'm glad that that is the case currently. Alright, we've already listened to it.
Oh, and now you have only 30 seconds to get out. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm glad that
Security gate down. Hurry!
shit. Okay. I'm glad that you don't feel that way anymore. Come on. Come on, just gotta rub these nipples. Did it just right.
Quick, get out! Move it! Get out of here, now!
Oh, I thought we were both gonna die in there.
You're safe now.
You going after that crazy witch? I saw her heading out of the door as we got out of the room.
She won't get away. I'll stop her and then her boyfriend.
Good. Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation system working. If you find her, don't go easy on her. From me.
You expecting graduation?
I thought that was it back there.
Alright, I want to get the riddle, which I think is in here.
What's that thing he used?
No idea. He saved our lives. That's all
Maybe it's not in here. Oh well. I do have a tape though.
Patient's name is Victor Saz. For the record, the patient has transferred from Dr. Cassidy, who is on leave after the incident last week. Hello, Victor. Please, take a seat. Guards, you can leave us.
Sorry, Doctor. Warden's orders. I can't leave you alone with him.
I understand. Hello, Victor. How are you feeling today? Victor, I can't help you if you don't speak.
Depressed. Does that help you? Can you get into my mind, Doctor?
Why depressed?
I'm just thinking about the one that got away. The one I chose.
I agree with Bruce Campbell because he says Batman v Superman should never have been made. And it is not as bad as Suicide Squad, but it is still very not good. I forget the director's name, because I was going to say director's name in the no good, very bad movie. But here we are. He's also the director of the movie Bright on Netflix. And I have not seen it. But I've heard, like Suicide Squad, the best part about it is its soundtrack. What? This way. Chill. 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 Chill.
Come on, keep up. You getting tired? Let me give you a little help. You're
Thank
right
you.
on target, fat friend. Ooh, you're getting warmer.
Yeah. Alright, come on, attack me. Alright, well, I'll find, I think it's actually up the next level. I think it's right here, yeah. We do see Two-Face in the next game, though, so that's interesting. He's gonna drop down right here, I remember now. Oh, maybe he won't. Yep, there it is. Yoink. Jesus Christ, we're getting so many fucking Victor Zaz tapes.
Response to medication has been poor. Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! This is going nowhere. Guard! Get him out of here!
You heard the doctor. Get out. Didn't you hear me?
He's got a knife! Ah! Get a trike in him! Get a trike in him! Oh, God! He's on Bill!
He's cutting him! Get him off! Get him off! We need help here!
Oh, no, never mind. I disagree with Bruce Campbell because his comment about Batman v Superman is more or less about superheroes. And he has used Batman v Superman as an example. Don't call them lunatics, please. Is there anything of use over here? No? Alright, I didn't remember if there was. Okay. So yeah, we're about to have the boss battle with Harley Quinn. So, like I said, just about an hour. Took about just about 20 minutes.
Here he comes, Mr. J!
Excellent. I'll leave it to you then, my dear.
Get him!
Oh well, whatever. I'll fight these guys first. Whoop, pardon me. Up we go. Oh, one guy didn't make it. Boom. Boom. I'm doing it, Mr. Krabs. I can't wait till I fucking play the later Arkham games. And, whoops, up we go. And, I can do so many fucking more combos. Shit. It's not how it was supposed to go. Oh, I wanted to throw him onto the electricity. Shit!
This'll hurt.
Yeah, come on. Not who I wanted to do that to. Whatever, I'll just batarang. Shit. Yep. There we go, they're definitely getting electrocuted.
He's done it again. I don't believe it. I'm on my way now.
Oops, change your plans, kiddo.
But I tried my best.
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
No!
See, so here is the... Like, because she sent guys after him, which really isn't her fighting him in basically any capacity. And here's her fighting him in at least some capacity, and that's it. That's the fight they got. She doesn't use her intelligence against him at all.
Quiet.
She, they didn't let out, they were going to let out Clayface.
You're the detective, you tell me.
Basil Carlo's name was on there, they didn't let him out yet. Yep. See, again, she could have used her intelligence against him. They didn't do that. They could have had her be competent fighting because she is competent at fighting, and they didn't do that.
Yep.
Her whole point in this is to help the Joker. She has no means of her own other than to help the Joker and make him like her. And again, the series as a whole, I'm a really big fan of the Arkham series. But they really did not do Harley justice.
And I have her print scanned.
So you can find
they also don't do my boy Jason Todd justice either, but
Harley's been everywhere on the island. So I'm calibrating the scanner to only show prints
they
that
do
have
him
traces of chlorophyll.
so much dirtier than they do like Nightwing or Tim.
I rerouted a Wayne Tech satellite to show thermal scans of the island. The gardens are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
Yeah, like fucking Harley Quinn is not bad at fighting by any means. So the fact that they made her they made him beat her that fucking easily is just dumb as shit. And notice how I said that it would take me 20 minutes to do the thing, and it took me almost exactly 20 minutes. I'm trying to find, like, this.
A map will always help those who are stuck.
And also I want to open up some of these cells. Don't worry, we don't need... We'll take Lou's word for it, right? You can't see it, but I'm definitely not winking right now. Oh, cool, an interview tape.
Victor has
Cool, the last one.
Since the attack on Zagar last week. As I waited brought up to me. I have had time to review his notes. I am increasingly worried he cannot be cured. He has no empathy for his victims. Deep down, I believe he views all of us as potential victims.
Doc, are you okay?
I want you to know that I actually wasn't winking, so I was being 100% honest when I said I definitely wasn't winking.
You're in the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Hello?
Sarah, it's Gretchen. Listen to me.
Hold on. There's someone at the door.
Sarah! Do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It says he's free.
Shit, I wasn't paying attention for most of these, if I'm being honest, for most of the tapes, but did we just get lesbians confirmed, at least to some degree? Lesbrians? There's one more place in here I could have sworn that I can get a Riddler trophy from. Oh, nope, never mind. I was gonna say, because I remember there was an explosive wall with it, wherever it was. Here's the explosive wall.
The island changed little over the years. Its reputation was in tatters, but I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were rebuilt, I saw the future. A bright, wonderful future.
Alright, and that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yep. Grappled. So that's where I'm gonna call it. I'll go to the next room so it auto-saves. I did an episode of Mass Effect Andromeda, and I felt like it was a good stopping point, so I will take a break for a while from that, but I probably will pick it up again at some point. So tomorrow I'll do Heavy Rain, possibly, but I'll do another game, definitely, whether it be this or something else. And then Thursday I'm starting Uncharted 1. Maybe I'll do Until Dawn tomorrow, who knows. But until then, have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. I hope you were entertained. I hope you enjoyed at least one of the 3 games I played today. Have a good time. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully.